Hi everybody, I'm Mike, and this is Crusader Kings II. Now, um, some of you might have absolutely no idea of what this game is. Um, some of you might be like, whoa, he's playing something that is kind of completely different and out of the wheelhouse. Um, well, his apparent wheelhouse. That's true, but it's also not true. Um, I've played the crap out of Crusader Kings 2. Not to the point that a lot of other people have, but I've got like 150-ish hours in this game. Um, Now, considering all the other games I play, the fact that I have 150 plus hours in this game is something. I love this game. Just another disclaimer: this is a grand strategy game. Um, I'm not great at it. So, I mean, there are people that are wizards at this game. I mean, just do masterful things with this game. I'm not one of those people. But if you like my style and you like seeing me play games, watching me play Crusader Kings 2 might be interesting. If you're looking for a tutorial on how to, not quite yet, because although I know this game pretty well and I watch a lot of videos and stuff like that on Crusader Kings 2 and a bunch of other Paradox Grand Strategy games, I don't know the game inside and out like a lot of other people do. If you want to really get an in-depth understanding on how to play the game, there's a guy on YouTube called Roomba who I think you should check out. He's got fantastic CK2, EU4, all the other Paradox Grand Strategy game videos. You should go check him out, because he understands the game infinitely better than I do, and because, I mean, he's looked at the source code and stuff like that. He understands deeply how it works. He understands all the gaming mechanics, and he has destroyed this game. I haven't. That being said, Crusader Kings 2 is a lot of fun. Hopefully you'll join me. I have all of the DLC for this game except for the newest DLC, which is the Charlemagne DLC, which I'll probably be getting soon. But that being said, I'm going to start in Viking Age. So, by the middle of the 9th century, Norse raiders and adventurers known as the Vikings had already begun to set their indelible mark on the map of Europe, establishing realms in Russia and the British Isles, traveling and raiding as far as the Black Sea and the Mediterranean. The Carling rulers, descendants of Charlemagne, ruled mighty realms in France, Germany, and Italy, while the Muslim religion was now firmly established in Spain under the Umayyads. The Byzantine emperor held on, though suffering under increasing pressure from the Caliphate under the Bulgarians. West of the fractured steppes, the Magyars were poised to make their claims on the Carpathian Basin. Islam was spreading rapidly in Persia under rulers such as the Saffarids and penetrated into the Indus Valley. Further east, the Hindu Pratihara dynasty was expanding. This game is based in history. Like it's steeped pretty deep in history. Like, these people are all people that actually existed. Charles Carling was a descendant of Charlemagne's, I believe. I was reading about this yesterday. I think Charles the Bald was his grandson. Anyway, this game has, I mean, I've always been a history buff, but playing this game and just reading about it and stuff like that really it reignited my love affair with history. Anyway, so you have this map, and for the most part, you can be the ruler of any one of these territories on this map. Whether it be you can't be the Pope. That's one of the exceptions. You can't be the Pope. Not to start off with, anyway. But if you want to be the king of Italy, you can be the king of Italy. If you want to be, I don't know, the Duke of Orvieto, you can be the Duke of Orvieto. You want to be the Count of Orvieto. You can be the Count of Orvieto. You want to be the Duke of Tuscany, you can be the Duke of Tuscany. If you want to be, I don't know, the King of Wessex, you can do that. What we're going to be is, we're going to be King, well, we're not going to be King Bjorn Ironside of the petty kingdom of Svithjod. We're going to be the petty king of Svithjod, but we're going to design our own ruler. So, this is one of the DLCs. You go and, sorry, that's just my phone. And you can go and design your ruler this way. So you can go and change your ruler. I'm going to change his eye color because he's Norse. And we're going to change his hairstyle because I don't want him to be bald. There we go. And he looks sufficiently intense to be a Viking. There we go. And we're going to change our coat of arms here. Fish, bull, stags, good. They're all good, but a dragon? Yeah, I want to be a dragon. Alright, we'll change the color. There we go. That's our coat of arms. And let's randomize our name. We'll be Ivar. And something I can pronounce. Hearst would be good. Snarfari. Reifer. Holming is good. Svarti. Let's be Ivar Svarti. Education. Now, you can choose what kind of education you have, and it goes in different tiers. Depending on what resolution you're looking at this on, or if you're watching this on a screen that's big enough or a phone, you may or may not be able to see these, but under each one of these little drawings here is a number of pips. And according to the amount of pips, that's how that's the level of education that you've gotten in whatever field that it is. Right now, we're an amateurish plotter, so that means that we have some training in intrigue, which means that we're kind of like good at plotting things and whatnot. I don't want to be any of that. I'm a Viking. I want to be a brilliant strategist. Because war, right? Now you can add traits. This is essentially a point-buy system, where you go and you add traits and deficiencies, and that determines your age. So what we'll do is kind of have a formula for this. Wounded. Let's actually look at wounded. Wounded gives you -1 martial, which is your proficiency in war, for lack of a better term, and -1 health. But that goes away with time. Like, just automatically. Your wound will heal eventually. And that gives us a certain amount of points to play with. What else do we want to be? Strong. So if you choose the strong trait, you get +2 martial, you get +1 diplomacy, +10% fertility, which is great for having kids, +2 health, women are more attracted to you, unless your character is a homosexual, in which case men are more attracted to you. Your vassals think you're cooler, and tribal vassals think you're cooler. So, being a Viking, you want to be strong. So that puts us at 62 years old, which is completely unacceptable. Lustful gives you +20% fertility, -0.25 monthly piety, and -10 Christian church opinion. We're not Christians. We're Vikings. So there's not really a downside to this. It just means that we have more children. It's -1. So that makes us 61 years old. What else? Let's see here. Cynical. Gives us +2 intrigue. Takes away from our piety again. The church doesn't like it. And some of our vassals may or may not like it. Cruel. We're a Viking. It can make sense. It helps us in war, actually, because if you're cruel, the opposing force gets more morale damage. They see it like, wow, that guy's crazy, you know. Don't want to be an inspiring leader or any of that stuff. I'm going to be an organizer because an organizer gives you 20% movement speed bonus and +10 to +10% retreat. And we got it for nothing as a result of having a top tier education in martial. I'm gonna be arbitrary, because we can get rid of that. You can obviously read the tooltip there. That brings us down to 38. Let's see. We already have cynical, which is what I was gonna take. Deceitful. Let's take deceitful. Alright, so we're going to close that. It makes us 34 years old. It gives us these base stats, which are all 5. The ending stats of 3 diplomacy, 15 martial, 5 stewardship, which means how well we manage our money and our kingdom and stuff like that. 13 intrigue, and 3 learning. The health of 6.5 and an 80% fertility. So we are going to go, and I am fine with this. I'm going to click on finish. We are King Ivar of Svithjod of the House Afmunso, but specifically of the Svarti dynasty. And this is our domain, Svithjod. And we're going to start playing. Alright. So, we have a bunch of stuff that we have to do right off the hop. First things first, let's pick an ambition. Our ambition will be to get married because that's something that we're going to do right away. We're going to look to arrange a marriage. In Crusader Kings II, essentially you marry for stats and you get concubines for congenital traits. So right now we're looking for somebody with good stats. And Hala here has pretty good stats. Because the stats of your wife add to your kingdom stats, for lack of a better term. And before we go and do all this other stuff, we're going to go and look for characters. I'm going to look for women who are not in prison, who are not married, who are not rulers, or of my religion and my culture group. We want adults, and Great House, I don't really care. Now, the reason that we are looking for that is because we're going to go look for some concubines. We're going to look for people with good congenital traits. Now, you may look at Auslog here, the spy master of Sidriar, and think, wow, look at her. She's got awesome stats. She's attractive. She's quick. All of that stuff. That's awesome. You can pass that on to your kids. She's 65. She's not having any more kids. Congenital traits. Congenital traits. Nobody has any good congenital traits that I want. Looking for strong, attractive, quick, genius, stuff like that. None of which are present in anybody but Auslog here. So we're going to close this for right now. The next thing we're going to do is, we know our ruler isn't married. Hala here's already agreed to marry us, so that's okay. We can't appoint, we can't nominate a successor yet because we don't have a son. Open council positions. Let's appoint our new spy master. This guy doesn't like us very much, but he's pretty good. We're gonna send him away right away. So Halston, you are our new spy master. Okay, by clicking on this, toggling this, means that none of these people are allowed to lead armies. Now we set our chancellors to work. Let's go look at our vassals. See who hates us the most. The Chief of Aland. Alright. So the Chancellor here is going to go improve diplomatic relations with the Chief of Aland, who is down here. He's going to try to make him see that we're not too bad. Our Marshal is going to train troops in Upland here because that's where we have the biggest garrison. Build legend. We're going to build our legend in Upland by our steward here. We're going to send our spy master to go study technology in Constantinople because it's 867. It's not Istanbul, it's Constantinople. We could build Zeal. But I found the problem with that is that, depending on your court chaplain, you still, no matter what, you have a pretty high possibility of getting these zealots raised, and you get these holy warriors, which is cool, but you lose prestige and you lose piety if you don't have a holy war with them. So maybe we don't need to do that. Let's go and check to see. No, nothing here needs to be taken care of. Let's look at my vassals. The Godi of Uppsala. Who are you? Is that... Yeah, that's an upland? Okay. Well, how about... Oh, that's you. You are not a fan of mine. I get that. That's cool. Are there any other holy men who don't like me? No? Okay, well, you just chill for a while, because he can't improve relations with himself. Now let's go through here, and actually, let's go through our council first, and try to improve relations with some of these people. We're going to go to the Godi here, and we're going to give him an honorary title. We'll make him the law speaker. It's just an honorary title that gives, as you can see here, his opinion of me is not great. It's minus 62. A big part of that is because I haven't been reigning for very long, because the game has literally just started. He doesn't like that I'm cynical. He doesn't like that I'm cruel. He doesn't like that I'm arbitrary. And he's envious of me. And my my personal diplomacy is not great, but so I'm gonna make him the law speaker. That gives him a little bit of monthly prestige, a little bit of a monthly salary, and he's happier with me. My steward. Let's make him. Make him the cupbearer. He'll hate me less. The spy master. It's really good if he hates you, like the least. Marksman. Merksmatter. There you go. He's not like, we're not besties or anything like that, but he's cooler with me than he once was. And you can be, a herdman. There you go. So now, all of that's taken care of. We still don't have a wife because we haven't unpaused the game yet. But I'm not going to unpause the game until the next video because this one has taken over 20 minutes. And we haven't even started doing anything. So if you like this episode or you just want to support the series, feel free to go ahead and click on that good old like button. If you haven't subscribed and you feel like that's something that you may want to do, that button's down there too. If you have any positive or negative feedback, feel free to leave it in the comment section down below. If you'd like to join me on Twitter, Steam, or Twitch at some point, and this is actually one of the games that I was thinking of streaming at first. Yeah, you can do that by clicking on one of the links in the description down below. But I've been Mike, and you've been you, and this has been Crusader Kings II. Thanks very much for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.